Hi guys, Kieran here, and this is an acoustic guitar tutorial for the Song for Isabelle by Isabelle. This is an acoustic arrangement I've come up with. The actual record will sound slightly different, just because there's a lot more chord movement going on and little uses like little riffs and intricate guitar playing and stuff like that. This is a more simplified acoustic guitar version, but you can still play along with the record and it'll sound just great. So first off, this song uses the tuning of half step down, so each string will be tuned half a note lower, so the E will go to a D sharp, etc, etc, but that tune will be in the description. Also, before we get started, my guitar's tuned a whole step down, so I need the capo on the first fret to make it sound like it's in half step down, but you guys just tune your guitar half step down and it will sound exactly like this. So this song uses 5 or 6 different strumming patterns, so for the purposes of time I'm just going to refer to them as strumming pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And they'll be all in the description as well as the chords as well. So first off, this song uses a majority of power chord type chords. They're relatively easy and there's not a lot of movement. In fact, you don't have to move your pinky and third finger for the whole song. So first off, the intro. It starts with a C sharp and an A, and the intro uses strum pattern 1, which is palm mutes, and the way you'll play these palm mutes is you're going to count in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and that'll be one strum pattern in length. So on the C sharp it will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then to the A, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And that progression goes around 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Do that 4 times. And then you get into the verse and you play a C sharp to a D sharp. So the C sharp, I should probably explain these chords actually. So the C sharp is first finger on the 5th string of the 4th fret, and then third and pinky on the 6th string of the 6th fret, on the 3rd and 4th string. And then to get to A, you move this whole shape down until your pinky and third are on the 2nd fret. And then to get to the D sharp, you just move this whole shape up 2 frets. So the intro, C sharp to A 4 times using strum pattern 1, and then the verse again using strum pattern 1, so the palm muting goes C sharp to D, and that goes around 8 times. And then the pre-chorus, you use strum pattern 3, which is just 1 hit on each chord. So it's 1 hit on the C sharp, 1 hit on the B, and then 1 hit on the A, and let that ring for 2 times in length. So I'll play through the intro now, play through the verse, and play through the pre-chorus, just so you can get a sense of what it sounds like. She paints in grey, she closes her eyes, the fireworks and palm trees almost look alike. She looks up to me and whispers, I'll be here in a year. So I'll take the long road to think and wonder why I can't sleep with all this sunlight. If there's still evidence of us, why can't that be enough? I don't mean to drag you down, it tastes just like you always do. And then you can do a few palm mutes, raise against the chorus. So just to recap, using strum pattern 1 on the intro, strum pattern 1 on the verse, and then going to strum pattern 3 for that pre-chorus bit. So going to the chorus, you are using strum pattern 2, which is exactly the same as strum pattern 1, you're just not palm muting, you're playing just normal strumming. But you're still going to be counting that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So for the chorus, playing A for 1 strumming pattern, B for 1 strumming pattern, F for 1.5 strumming pattern, but I'll get to that in a minute. It's an F sharp, sorry. And then there's G sharp for half a strumming pattern. Then it's A for a whole strumming pattern, G sharp for a whole strumming pattern, and then F sharp for 2. So this A is the same A as the verse, as the verse. This B, same B as the pre-chorus. Then you get to this F sharp chord. So when you're on the A, you just put your second finger on the 6th string of the 2nd fret and try and mute the 5th string. Just let this rest down a little bit, the second finger. And then get to the G sharp, you just move the shape up two frets. So on the A, one strumming pattern on the A, 1 on the B, 1.5 on the F sharp, a half on the G sharp, 1 on the A, 1 on the G sharp, and then 2 on the F sharp. So when you get to this F sharp, you do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then change the G sharp and do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So the point where you change, in the description in strum pattern 2, I'll put a slash. That's where you change to that G sharp. So I'll play through the chorus now, just to get a sense of what it sounds like, and then I'll just do a little recap. So, I don't mean to drag you down, you taste just like you always do. Isabelle, so I can find my way. Oh, I give anything just to surround your dreams. When you get to this second A, you can change, instead of going to that A, you can go to this A. So when you're on that G sharp, you move the pinky and third up 2 frets, and then you put your first finger on the 6th string of the 5th fret and mute the 5th string. Sounds like pretty much the same as that A, just a different tone, a different flavour. So in summary, A for 1 strum pattern, strum pattern 2, B for 1 strum pattern, F for 1.5, and then when it gets a slash, change this G for half, then A for 1, G sharp for 1, and then F sharp for 2. And then you get to the next verse, and that's exactly the same as the first verse. It's just 4 times the chord progression instead of 8. And you can sort of change this up a little bit, so you can add a few normal strums in there in amongst the palm muting. So it'll sort of sound like this. So when you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, on that second one and on the third one, you can add a normal strum in there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Just to add just a little different flavour, just to change it for each verse. So you're using strum pattern 1, but putting in a few normal strums in there. And then you get to the second pre-chorus, and this uses an A, C sharp, B, and then the second bit is A, so that F sharp, like in the chorus, back to this A, and then you do a build up on the F sharp with palm mutes ready to go into the chorus. But I'll play through that verse and pre-chorus and then I'll explain in a little bit more detail. The envy of the dead, the sound of scissors and sleep. I can't believe you dreamed and pulled all of your clothes off. You're not supposed to drink with what's inside your purse, and I expect me not to fall. Got in your cheeks and my lips, only my fingers. Oh, I have a parking lot, so nowhere to go. If you love me, show me more. And then you go into the chorus. I've screwed that up just slightly there, but like I said, the chords will be in the description, just in case that you've missed anything. So on that pre-chorus, you do 5 down hits on the A, and then you do 1, 2, 3 on the C sharp, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 on the B. So it sounds like this. And then you go to the A again, 5 hits, and then you go 1, 2, 3 on the F sharp, and then you do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 to the A again. So all together it would sound like this. And then let that ring. Or just leave a bit of time, maybe do a few palm mutes there, and then when you get to this F sharp, build up, and then do a few open strums at the end, build up into that second chorus. So getting into the second chorus, the first bit is exactly the same as the first chorus, and then it changes it up for the second bit. So the bit where it says I know you like it when the temperature rises to a boiling heat, that's where he changes it up. So he goes C sharp for 1 time, this strum pattern 2, then goes this D sharp 1 time, then A for, just like when you're on the F sharp to the G, you do exactly the same on the A to the G sharp, so it's 1.5 times on the A, and then half the time on the G, and you change in that where that slash is, like in the chorus. And then you go to this F for 1 time the strum pattern, G for 1 time the strum pattern, and then A for 2 times. But I'll play through that second chorus now so you can get a sense of what it sounds like. It's at the heights of me from far away. I'll do that again because I screwed that up. Okay, here we go. It's ever hard to be from far away. Oh, I'd give anything just to surround your kiss. I know you like it. The temperature rises, it's boiling. Boiling away now. It's feeling like down as everything burns away. I may have screwed up the lyrics there, but doesn't really matter. So yeah, you end on that A, you can do A, or that A. So like I say, the chords will be in the description, along with the strum patterns next to them, just in case I've missed anything. So I'm actually going to split this tutorial into 2 parts, just because there's quite a bit to cover. We've got the bridge, we've got bridge 1 and bridge 2, so there's 2 parts to the bridge, and then going into the last chorus, there's quite a bit to cover in those 2 bits, so I'm going to do that in part 2. So go check that out. That'll be in the description or linked somewhere around. So if you haven't already, subscribe. I'll be doing more tutorials from Isabelle and many other bands. So yeah, check out part 2 and peace out.